Hey there guys, it's IDSlatt here, back with yet another video, and today we're taking a look at the 2021 LEGO Star Wars Boba Fett's Starship set. So let's jump straight into it, guys. Here's a look at the Slave 1. This is a somewhat miniature version of Boba Fett's Starship. We can see there are a fair amount of stickers with some battle damage on the ship towards the base. This is a very detailed ship despite the very small size of it. Overall, I think this thing looks pretty good from the side. There are a couple of pieces that stick out though, unfortunately. We have these tan pieces, and then we also have that orange piece under the kind of wing section there. While there are a good amount of stickers on this thing, it looks pretty solid. The main problem with stickers though is of course they can peel off easily and they damage easily. We can see we have a couple of stickers on the front of the ship. The stickers on the right side of this ship are nearly identical to the stickers on the other side. There are slight variations in the damage on the sticker, but overall they're basically the same. And looking at the back of the ship, we can see the guns pointing towards the camera. The back looks pretty solid. One neat touch for this ship is that they actually added a little cargo storage area. So if you lift up this flap here, you can open a little section. There's not too much space in here. This gives you just enough space to put the frozen bounty piece we have in here. So you can just slip that right in there, like that, and drop it down and it's good to go. You can also use this little compartment here to put weapons in here if you want to as well. Here's a look at this second build for this set. We have a hovercraft here. This appears to be some sort of cargo transporter. You can place a figure in here if you want. You can just set them right there and that looks pretty solid. Overall, I think this is a nice little build they have here. One of the main uses they have for this hovercraft here is you can put that cargo in this compartment here. So you just lift up this ladder piece. You can set that cargo down and it fits perfectly in there. The hovercraft is held up by some translucent pieces. This allows you to slide the thing around if you want, which is good. The main function for this second build, the hovercraft, is actually as a stand. This gives us a view of the Slave 1 from its most iconic view. And this will allow us to see the guns here that we have on the bottom. These guns are a neat little build. They use some lightsaber hilt pieces. They do not shoot, but that's not really a big deal because these right here actually are stud shooters. So you just want to do that and your studs will go flying somewhere that you probably aren't going to find. But this is a neat little feature. I'm glad they added that, especially for kids who like to play with these sets. Here's a view of the cockpit section. So to open this thing, you just want to lift up this hatch here, like so. And that'll show us this nice little console piece that we get for most of these LEGO Star Wars sets here. It's a cool little piece. You can also put Boba Fett in here both ways. So you can do it this way, which looks very good. I like the way that looks. You can also have Boba Fett sitting this way, which also looks great. Here's a look at the bottom of the Starship. It looks very detailed. We have these orange pieces simulating the flame exhaust. Overall, this looks pretty good, and I wasn't expecting this much detail for the size of this thing. And here's a look at how the stand slash hovercraft holds this ship up. This ladder piece here just connects to the this green piece here, and then if I turn this thing, we can see that the bottom of the ship sits on that little edge of the hovercraft right there. And there is a piece right here for you to actually hold the thing with your hand. So you just want to grab this, pull that back, and that'll allow you to hold the ship, and of course you can swoosh it around or really do whatever you want, and that's pretty sick. I definitely like that touch there. This is definitely a great little play feature. I mean, you can just kind of simulate this thing shooting stuff, which is really cool. And one last play feature for the hovercraft is you can actually use this thing as a little ladder for your figures to kind of repair the ship, which is definitely a cool little touch there. And this is not a figure, but here's a look at the Carbonite Frozen Bounty. This is actually a sticker, unfortunately. I wish they would have printed this thing, but for a sticker, it looks very good. They did a pretty solid job of blending the sticker in with the actual color of the block. And there's no printing or stickers on the back of this thing. Here's a look at Din Djarin / The Mandalorian. This is a fairly detailed figure. This is the same figure that we got in the Trouble on Tatooine set. However, this time around he has that Beskar spear and he has that blaster there. I'm definitely a fan of this figure with a cape. I think it looks really good. I'm glad they included his Beskar spear as well. That's like my favorite weapon in the series for the Mandalorian. And under the cape and helmet we can see the Mandalorian's signature black head and the back printing on him as well. Second and last for our figures, we have the Book of Boba Fett / Mandalorian version of Boba Fett. He has some very detailed printing, and he actually has gunmetal gray legs as well, which is interesting. They don't use that very often, but that looks very, very good in my opinion. One small thing that kind of bugs me with him though is his chest printing and his helmet color actually do not match, which is not accurate, so that's a bit unfortunate. He does come with his helmet attachment, which looks good. You can put that down if you want to. And he comes with this blaster. This is two pieces here. We have the gun piece and then that lightsaber hilt there. Under his jetpack and helmet, we can see his very angry face. And they have some good kind of scarring on his head, which looks very good in my opinion. There's a look at his back print. I really like his face. This looks pretty solid. I have no complaints with his head printing. Well guys, that's the set here. I think this is a very, very good set. Definitely one of the best Lego Star Wars sets I've ever seen or owned. The figures are very good. We only have two, but I think for a price of $50 and getting basically a 600 piece set is very, very good value, especially for Lego. Usually they charge a lot more for their sets. So for once, I actually feel good about the retail price on this set. I wouldn't mind one more figure for this set, maybe Fennec Shand. Other than that though, I have no real complaints for this thing. I think what they did with the hovercraft was just a great idea. Using that thing to not only haul cargo, but also repair the ship and use it as a stand was definitely a great idea, in my opinion. The build is absolutely fantastic. I have small issues like the tan pieces and the stickers. I really don't like that Lego is using stickers. If they could please stop that, that would greatly be appreciated. Mega Constructs or now Mega stopped doing that, I believe like 5 years ago now. So there's no reason for Lego not to do that, especially with them charging more for their sets by the dollar. Other than that though, fantastic set. I definitely recommend this one. You can find it easily still for like $40, which is an absolute great price for this set. So I definitely recommend it if you're a fan of Boba Fett or the Mandalorian, or you really like this ship. So definitely check it out for sure. And usually I don't mention the build process, but this thing was very, very fun to put together. I had a great time building this. It was very satisfying getting the end product with this thing. So thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to let me know what you guys think about this set in the comments. As always, feel free to like the video if you liked it. Feel free to dislike the video if you didn't. and I hope to see you in the next video as well.